Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Benjamin, and welcome to the 20 podcast. Today, I'm with what's your name?
Dr. Ultrachino.
Dr. Ultrachino, the Manito. How you doing, brother?
Doing phenomenal, doing great. How are you?
Doing good, bro. What you been up to today?
Today,
Huh?
another great day in the books. Got a good workout in, trained a few
Oh,
people.
you started working out?
Yeah, I started working
I'm
out.
glad,
New
glad
Year's
for you,
resolution.
bro. That's good,
Yeah,
bro.
New Year's resolutions. Going great.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Hey, it's for the people that are watching this right now, so we got a new setup. So it's kind of weird because we're not used to video recording and stuff like that because it was always audio before, but yeah, it's tough because now you're gonna see. Sadly, you're gonna see Hunter more often in his face and
You
stuff.
know,
So
it's hard being this good looking for sure, but yeah.
no, but real talk. Did you? Yeah, you worked today, right?
I worked today,
Yeah.
trained a few people. We did a lot with 20U this morning. Got a good workout in.
Dude, tell what's going on like in the next 6 months that's coming because we have a bunch of stuff that we're competing in, like races and stuff.
Yeah, physically, Ben and I have set some great goals. Specifically, first one of the year in
Why are you laughing,
March.
bro?
I'm laughing because I, I'm hoping that you can get the job done. No, March 3rd, 100-mile race in Las Vegas. Next month, April 1st.
No, March. Oh, you mentioned. Okay, the
Yeah,
100
March
miler. Then we're
3rd.
doing the marathon.
Yes. So
Did you
100.
sign up for the Ironman? Like,
No,
guys, I'm
I have
really
been
worried
wanting
about
to.
Hunter because like, how many ultras do you have?
You know, a lot.
Like he has two, I have four. I'm gonna get my fifth one
That's
probably in a
it.
couple of weeks.
I don't know.
And I'm really worried because like he's gonna do the Ironman with me, and he doesn't know how to swim.
With these. Yeah, I don't know how to
So
swim. I never swam in my life.
so that's the thing. No, but I'm
Psych.
excited, dude. I honestly, we have a bunch of stuff coming up in the
Yeah.
next few months.
March.
Yeah,
So March 100-miler. The next month, April, a regular 26.2-miler
yeah.
in Las Vegas as well in the
And
mountains.
you're
Mount
trying to
Charleston.
qualify for Boston for that one.
I'm not trying. I am qualifying. I'm gonna qualify. 100%.
what, what
So
what do you need?
to do that at our age, so like age 20 or age 18 to like
Is it like 3 hours or something?
26, you have to run a 6 minute and 50 pace. So it's a 3 hour marathon.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah.
My PR in a marathon, it's 3 hours and 43 minutes. I mean, that's the only marathon I've done, but but I still, dude, it's my fastest one.
Not bad for a rookie for sure.
Yeah, but listen, I'm gonna do it in less than 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what you did last one, and
Yeah.
you've been running for like 3.5 years. So
No, I have not. 1 year. 1 year max.
no, but I'm excited, honestly, guys. I'm speaking of TEDx
Yeah.
Utah, March 23rd. Mark your calendars, and we also have our 20U event coming up in April. The date is gonna be posted soon, but yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming up soon. I'm really excited because I really feel it. Did 2023 is gonna be an amazing year,
Oh yeah.
and that's something that we also wanted to talk about today. Because honestly, I was talking. Who was talking to? I was talking with Derek, with one of our friends yesterday, and we're talking about like putting your back against the wall. And I was like, dude, do you think I actually want to do these races and stuff? I don't, but it's the only way, like mentally, that I can like push myself to be uncomfortable and to push harder and to just get more discipline and get more committed to the stuff. Because I literally don't want to do it, but I want to, so I can be uncomfortable and be in a position that I just have to push through and get more discipline and have a better structure and stuff like that. So that's something that we want to talk with Hunter today. Kind of like the mentality of zero options mentality. And then what's your take on it, dude? How would you start like explaining it to people?
With the zero options mentality,
Yeah.
to start off talking about it, honestly, there's a quote by Kobe Bryant that's like, if you think you're going to fail, you're probably going to fail at doing something. So I think what we get with that is, don't have stick to your plan A. Plan A is your passion, what you're passionate about, what you want to do. And don't have a plan B, a plan C, D, all your mental energy going towards plan A, giving it
Yeah.
all, going all out, going all out with confidence. That's the main thing.
And dude, you know the beautiful thing is that the magic happens when you actually commit to one thing instead of having like plan B, C, or D. And that's the way I try to live my life because I think a lot of people fail in life because they have too many options. I was talking with one of my friends the other day, and I was like, dude, honestly, I don't see myself going to school. I don't see myself working on a 9 to 5 job. I don't see myself working in somebody else's system. This has to work. And I don't give a crap if it takes like friggin' 10 to 15, 20 years. Like it's gonna work
It will.
because I don't have any other option. And there's this really cool story that I don't know if you know where he comes from, like burn the ships and stuff like that. Like this story, do you know
Yeah.
the Mexican dude? For those that don't know the story, I wanna share it real quick because I think it for me it helped me a lot to like understand this principle. So anyway, there was this, and I don't know this story like in details, but kind of like in my explain my own words. But there was these like Indians back in, it was like Mexico, right? I think.
In Mexico.
So in Mexico, they had like this big treasure, and a lot of people from other countries came to like try to get the treasure, but nobody could do it, and everybody would like give up and then go to the ships and go back and be like, yeah, we failed. This sucks. It doesn't work. But there was this one dude that when they got to the beach in Mexico, they had the army and everything, and then the dude was like, guys, we're gonna get the treasure, and I want you guys to burn the ships right now. So what he did, what he told to the army is burn the ships. They burn everything, and the army was like, "Dude, like what the heck? Like how we're gonna go back?" And he's like, "We're not going back. Either we get this thing or we get this thing. There's no options." And guess what happened? They ended up getting the treasure. Why? Because they had no other option. So it's crazy how it works. And this is the same conversation that we were talking the other day with one of our athletes that we have. Uh, and we had a conversation with one of our friends, and he had a plan to go to play football, to go to the NFL. That was kind of like his goal, and he's really good. But he had his plan B of like doing sales and some other things if that didn't work out. And we literally sat him down. Do you remember? I think it was like last week.
Last week.
I think it was Saturday. We sat him down. And he's like, "Dude, what do you want to do with your life? Do you want to go full in or not? Because guys, you have to understand that the world's pretty competitive. Business is competitive. Entrepreneurship is competitive. Friggin' sports is competitive. Whatever you want to do in your life, it's a competition out there. It's not like what your parents paying, like, yeah, it's be nice and kind. That's not the reality. The reality is that life is gonna friggin' slap you in the face if you don't get to compete and like go full throttle. So we had this conversation. He's like, dude, what do you want to do? Do you want to go or not? But if you want to go, you have to commit. You can't have like another option of friggin' being like having another job. I mean, you have to be real with yourself. If you're good, let's make it happen. So anyway, um, dude, when did you start doing that in your life? Do you think you have that kind of? I think you do, like the mindset of zero options mentality. But what do you think, like your own personal life?
Uh, the zero options mentality.
Yeah. How
Uh,
did you develop that?
I developed it in numerous ways. I'd say around the time of, right before that 50-mile marathon that we did, just going into that race. It's me and you. We had traveled, hours just to be there. It's like
I
there's
think
no,
endurance stuff really like helps you develop that mindset for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So through endurance things, specifically the 50-mile marathon that we did together, because it
Yeah.
was me and you side by side, and it's like, dude, we're here. We're not. We're not taking that L. We're not gonna take that L. We're not gonna when we drive back to Utah that 5 hours, we're gonna drive back celebrating and feeling accomplished. So I'd say right around doing the big endurance event made me realize, okay, I mean, what else can I do when I fully commit to something? So right then and there, I was like, all right, Ben, 20 you, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Dude, I love it because I remember. So when I did my 50 miler in December 31st, and I was in a lot of pain. Did we talk about it? I think we did.
Mhm.
Anyway, I'm gonna talk about it again because it's freaking cool,
Yeah.
and I feel good talking about it. But, dude, my knee was hurting from since mile one, but I committed myself and I put I told my brain and my body, dude, we're finishing this thing. I don't care if I have to crawl. I don't care if it takes me freaking 20 hours. I'm finishing this thing. And dude, it's crazy because like I wanted to give up the entire time. I was in so much pain, but I couldn't give up. I couldn't quit because I that was not an option. I made the commitment way before the race started, you know? And it was crazy because at one point, Gina, the girl that was running with me, in like mile 29 or something, I just broke down and I was like bawling because we stopped to drink water and stuff, and I was just like crying so bad because my knee, dude, my hip was locked in my knee. I was in so much pain. And she saw me and she's like, Ben, like I can take you home if you want. Like I'm really worried about you. I look around like, Gina, Like I like stopped crying. I was like, Gina, I'm finishing this thing. I'm finishing this thing. I told myself I was gonna finish it, and I'm finishing. Like that's it. I'm not compromising this thing. I didn't go through so much pain to not finish. So it's crazy because like once you have a zero options mentality, that's when creativity kicks in.
Mhm.
That's where like survival mode kicks in. So it's insane. And I think about my own life, dude, and just keeping it real with you guys. I was talking with my brother, my little brother, this week because he's having well, a story. He's deceased and stuff, and tumors and everything. But um, so I was talking to him because they're doing a lot of MRIs and tests and for him to see what's going on because he's going deaf in one ear. He's losing his vision and stuff. So I was talking to him, and he was like, "Ben, like I'm scared, dude." And he's 14, and then talking to my mom and like she explaining me what's going on, and listening that my dad like caught the financial resources to her and that it's not a pretty picture, it's stuff. But that fuels me because then I think about my life and I want to take care of him and I'm like, dude, I don't have any other options. Like I gotta make something happen. Like I gotta be successful so I can take care of him. So dude, it's crazy because like um I want to win so bad in all areas of my life because of them, but it's like I don't have any other options. And what we're building and how many doors we've seen that have been opening in our lives, dude, is insane because of that mentality. Because we don't have any other options. We're not knocking the door. We're like friggin' pushing the door and opening the door. She's just going in. And I think a lot of people they don't achieve their goals and dreams because every time opposition comes or stuff, they just quit because they have another option. Because they never commit to something, you know. So I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. An experience I had today actually, as I was reading the Bible, um, I was talking about confidence and applying that spiritually is something super powerful because we
Somebody text me. I'll tell you later.
okay. Um,
Hashtag
turn that
Bible.
phone off. No, I'm just
Uh,
kidding. Um,
Come on,
bien.
come on.
No, but honestly, I know God, He wants all of us to be humble, right? Like it's a Christ-like attribute. But then again, I know that He wants us to have confidence. And, when God answers our prayers, like when God speaks, He speaks. And when you find out your purpose and God communicates to you, it brings so much confidence. And when He speaks, He speaks. So when you know the answer to what your purpose is, you got to live it. There's zero. You gotta have this zero
Yeah,
mentality. You
dude.
can't. You can't compromise.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to compromise, like maybe this, but when God speaks, He speaks. You gotta fulfill your
All
purpose.
right,
You
you're
gotta
gonna get
listen
me
to Him
excited because this. I love talking about this,
because
dude.
I've tried it. I've tried to compromise with some things, and
Yeah,
it's come
I
back to
know.
bite me in the
I know.
butt.
I've seen you.
Yeah, but when yeah,
That's why
but
you have to
anyway,
start working out, dude, because you've compromised. Just kidding. No, but dude, I totally agree because like this is the thing. You find your purpose, and you're gonna realize that God has a high standard in your life.
you
He
gotta
wants you
apply
to
it in
do
all
a yeah,
aspects.
financially, physically, mentally, and spiritually. He wants you to win and be the best that you can. And that, dude, that's hard as balls. Living your life in a high standard, living a high standard in all areas of your life, it's super hard. It's super challenging. It takes a toll on you mentally. And a lot of people don't commit to that because it's hard. But the way I see it, even with your purpose, dude, like the things I want to achieve in my life and the things that we're doing, dude, like again, we've talked about it, nobody's doing it. And dude, we have to we're like pioneers in what we're doing. So we have to like take all the bullets and take all the shots for people and like stuff like that. And we have to figure it out. We're gonna fail a lot, but he's like, with my purpose, dude, that's my obligation. I don't have a choice. And I'm not talking about just 20 years, just financial stuff. It's committed to your purpose. And that's something that is so important to understand. Because like it's not an option. Like people that once they figure out their purpose, that's what they chose to be here. That's what their purpose, they chose that. Is their obligation to fulfill that. So I think it's so important when it comes to zero options mentality, dude, and especially what you're talking about, because a lot of people they just go through the motions, having fun, and they like have fast everything, and they want to like coast through life, but you can't, because that's not the reason why you were created. So I think what you just started, like, dude, that's so freaking important.
Mhm.
So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I think let me see if I remember it. Something that you've told me, it's like, can you name one person that's given it their all in something that hasn't been
Okay,
successful?
yeah, that's true.
That is
Yeah,
a great example of
yeah.
zero options mentality.
It's like, name one dude or girl that has tried it for so long, that committed full throttle and hasn't made it,
Yeah,
hasn't achieved what they want. I don't know anybody.
yeah.
I literally don't know anybody. So, dude, I don't know. I think that's really important, and I think it's totally related to your purpose for sure. Because once you figure it out, like, that you're here to inspire people, to help people, to be a role model, to lead by example, and in every area you want, it's like you have to commit to that. And this is something that, and maybe we can talk a little bit about this, but this is something that we were talking about, that finding your purpose is not that hard. The hard part is to live with urgency every day. And I was talking with Derek about this because I was like, dude, when we talk about urgency, we actually mean it. That's having zero options mentality. It's reminding yourself every single freaking day about why you're here, and committing to that. So I don't know, what's your take on it?
I don't know exactly.
Like, the urgency and just like living that part, like, after finding your purpose.
That's crucial. It's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, because living with the mentality of we only have so much time to fulfill that purpose, and there's already so many aspects in life, you know?
Yeah.
Like we really do not have that much time. If you're giving it your all spiritually, there's things you got to do every single day. There's things you got to do weekly, monthly, like, and that's only spiritually. And working out wise, there's so much stuff that you can do.
You better start working.
You better start working out, Ben. You only have so much free
Dude, I'm,
time,
I'm
bro.
getting to 183, bro.
That's it.
I'm gonna
That's
before the
not
100
enough.
mile, I'm gonna get to 200, bro. I'm gonna be a big boy.
Is that going to be an excuse why you're so slow?
Dude,
But
I'm not gonna say it anyway.
okay, but honestly, like when you like kind of dissect every aspect of life, like spiritually, for me, when it really hit me that I only have so much time during the day to fulfill my purpose, it's like, wow, in the morning, dude, it's already hard enough to get up early, right? Some days. So it's like I only have so much time to pray, to read, to plan out my day, to find opportunities to serve, and I still have to go work my job,
Yeah.
work out, financially, physically, spiritually, emotionally, what my hobbies are, my family situation. Like we only have so much time.
The cool thing that I've been thinking about this week as well is that, I've seen a lot of evidence in, like, the past few days about, like, in my life, my purpose. You know, like, talking to our athletes and stuff, talking to our friends, like, going out with the missionaries and stuff like that, seeing, like, the influence that you can have on people, and that it's a life changing event for them. And then I think about it, I'm like, dude, I can't quit. I have to freaking push through. Like, I don't have an option, because if I don't do it, nobody will. And I think that's so important as well, because, like, I don't know what you think about this, but I see evidence of my purpose every week that reminds me of that. That is like, this is why I came here. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
What is your evidence, though? What do you think?
Specifically,
Yeah.
honestly, when I have questions pop up in my life and I ask God and I flip open the scriptures, it's always a unique answer, but every single time it relates back to my purpose.
That's true.
Every
Yeah.
single time. So that's one huge evidence for me. And I don't know, just to based upon how I feel, in all honesty. I mean, it's just my purpose is just it keeps popping up, keeps popping up. I can't avoid it, you know?
You're like, oh, frick.
I'm like another one. Another
No,
one.
I feel you. I feel the same way every time I have a question, and I think about it and I pray about it. Guys, like, redouble your efforts, focus on what you came here to do. And I'm like, frick. Like, I already know the answer. So it's like, again, it's my obligation, and I don't know. I think a lot of people don't actually commit to that, because something that helps me, um, commit to that is thinking what people have done for me. You know, when I think about my mom, when I think about my brother, when I think about God, when I think about like what I've been given, and that the only way that I can repay that is giving it back to somebody else. And yeah, it makes me really grateful. I don't know. But again, I think magic, I truly believe that magic happens when you put your back against the wall. Dude, my back is so against the wall right now.
Hmm.
I literally took another break from school. I can't go back. I'll go back in the summer.
Another.
And I took this break to like compete, push myself mentally and physically, and like go full throttle into an EU and everything we're doing, like financial and stuff. And like I have to make something work right now. Like it has to work.
Yeah. And honestly, to answer your question, what helps me is, we always talk about the power of surrounding ourselves with, people with the same mindset to push you.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get to see it with you every day. You live it every day in your
It's cool to know
every
that I'm your
aspect.
role model.
I mean, kind of, but also other members of our 20U, you know,
Yeah.
team. For example, our roommate Nate, he's dedicating his life to get to the UFC. He's putting in that work. Same with Jason,
Yeah.
same kicking, and there's other people too. But
But it's
I
cool
get it.
because I've been able to see their progress, bro. Like once they actually commit, and it's all a mental thing. That's the thing. If you have the results to back it up, and if you have the experience and the time, it's just a mental thing for you, just to commit. Because again, the world's a freaking competition. Social media might portray that, yeah, you gotta be nice and like play the victim and all this BS and compassion and stuff. But the reality is that, dude, out there is a freaking war. It's a dogfight. You know, if you want to become an athlete, like you have to be the best. And if you're like thinking about another option, you're gonna get your butt beat like days fast. So especially with what we're doing, which is super hard. That's why it's so important to remind the vision every single time and think about your purpose. Because he's like, dude, let's go. Let's put our money where our mouth is. Let's put all of our resources here and let's make it happen. So dude, I don't I love it. I freaking love it because creativity kicks in, discipline kicks in, and your brain's just like I think this is what David Goggins talks about. And I think it's the same thing that when you commit to something and then your brain just expands and like it's like, dude, we have to figure this thing out because like it has to work, you know? And that's something that I've been able to see in like endurance stuff. Again, when I'm in pain, in a lot of pain, because I get injured a lot because I'm not really good at like flexible and everything. I'm getting better at like stretching. It's crazy because when my body's in pain and stuff like that, I'm like, dude, we're not quitting. I'm not quitting. So you better like find ways to like push through. And then your brain freaking expands and he's like, all right, this guy's not quitting. We gotta like adapt and survive. And then survival mode kicks in, and then you like start ignoring the pain. And then you just like, dude, it's crazy you know but people are just one decision away to actually experience that in their lives, and it's just a mental thing you know so dude, I don't know. I think when I was a kid and when I was younger, I always like quit on everything. Like I would play volleyball and stuff, and when I saw that they were losing, I was like, I'm out. Or like a race and stuff like that. But now I wish I would have understood this principle way before. It would have saved me so much time, and I think I truly believe I would have achieved way more you know
Yeah.
so yeah.
I'd say the same for me. I always feel like when I have someone or a team, group of people that believe in me and that are pushing me, it's just that competitive nature kicks in, and it's no plan B, it's no plan C. We're getting it done day after day. I've experienced that through sports. That's why I'm so grateful for sports. You know, just pushing each other.
Yeah. No, dude, I agree. So, guys, commit to your purpose, bro. Cut the crap. Think about what you want to do in your life. Think about where you want to be in 20, 30, freaking 50 years from now. Like, and be realistic. I think this is the important thing. Be realistic. Do you have what it takes? Do you have the experience? Now it's just a mental thing. Just commit and eliminate your options. You guys fail in freaking everything because every time you have a opposition or an obstacle, you quit and you find a shortcut because you have a plan B, C, and D. You're never going to achieve anything great if you have that mindset in your life. So I think that's a true important topic in principle that people need to make when it comes to purpose, potential, freaking chasing the impossible, chasing the dreams, and just making it happen. So Yeah, I don't know. Do you want some add something else? I think it's pretty basic, you know. So
Yeah, it is for sure. Find your purpose, create that structure. Whatever you need to work on, create a structure for it. If you're mentally weak, create a structure that's going to allow you to, you know, get mentally stronger.
yeah,
Reading books, doing hard things, whatever it is, every single day.
yeah. Anyway, I think that's a good wrap. It's a short one, but I think it's a needed topic that we need to talk about. So, and guys, stay updated. I mean, we're gonna update you because we have a lot of things coming in soon. If you want to be, I mean, if you follow us on social media, 20u.official, you're gonna see that we have a lot of events and things coming up, and that we're really excited. And dude, I'm excited. We have a good team of people, bro, and we're just growing. You know, it's pretty cool stuff. And what else? What else do we want to do? Do you have anything to announce?
Um, we're still looking for athletes. People want to represent us.
That's true.
So
We gotta kick Hunter out of the team, so we need more
we
people.
need someone who can lift and run.
Yeah, because I'm
That's
literally
people's life.
carrying the whole team in my bag, dude. It's hard,
But if you're an
but
athlete and you want to get things done and you want to be a role model, you want to be an example, you're a leader, join our program. Fill out an application. You can find out on our social media.
yeah. Anyways, love you guys. Have a great night, and hopefully you take this message to heart again. Think about your potential. Think about your purpose. Think about what you want to do in life, and develop the zero options mentality. Stop freaking finding shortcuts and like finding a way out because you have plan B, C, and D. If you have that mindset, dude, you're never gonna amount anything. You're never gonna achieve anything. And I'm speaking from experience because I had that mentality a while ago. And the things I wanted to do, I never could do it because I always like find a way out. So anyway,
Yeah. Full throttle.
or no champagne bottle.
Yes,
Love you guys.
sir.